Before a judge accepts a plea, they usually engage in a conversation with the defendant and their attorney. And that conversation, the point of that conversation is to establish that the person who is accepting the plea, the defendant, understands their rights and is freely and voluntarily changing their plea from not guilty to guilty. So usually the judge is asking if they understand their range of punishment, if they understand that they have the right to go to trial, if they understand that they have the right to cross-examine witnesses, the right to call their own witnesses, and the right to force the state to prove its case beyond a reasonable doubt, and that they're giving up all those rights in exchange for pleading guilty to the judge or pleading no contest to the judge and having the state prove its case in Texas by stipulations that are then offered into evidence by the state. So the point of that is to make sure that everything is done freely and voluntarily. The court will also ask the attorney if the client is able to assist the attorney in any defenses that they might have against the charges. And also, they'll ask the client, the defendant, if they are satisfied with their attorney's advice and services. Now, if you want to blow up the plea, you can always say, no, I'm not satisfied, or no, I don't understand, or no, I don't agree to waive my rights. And then that does blow up the plea. It means that the plea cannot actually legally be entered. What the judge is doing is there's like a checklist that they're going off. And as long as they check all those boxes, it'll be impossible for you to get out of that plea agreement once you've agreed in front of the judge and engaged in that process. It'll be impossible, if the judge does their job, to get out of that plea agreement and change your plea later. You won't be able to file a writ against your attorney because you've already said that you're satisfied with their services, satisfied with their advice. You won't be able to argue that you actually didn't do it and that you shouldn't have pled guilty at all. So it is very important when you plead guilty that you understand that you are making a final decision, that decision cannot be changed later, and it is extraordinarily difficult. Only on very, very specific circumstances can that plea decision be changed. So it's important to know that once you plead guilty, that you're making a permanent decision.